Shalom, shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, RICANS, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This brother Kyle coming at you with another lesson. First Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. And today's lesson is going to be on this video that I had seen, where I'm gonna let the video play right quick.
Bro, I will forever scream this from the rooftops. If you are a black woman and they try to recruit you into that Hebrew Israelite shit, bitch, run. Do you hear me? Run for it. You get the fuck up out of there. Don't you do it. It is not for us. They hate women. I don't care how cute they try to make it look. I don't care how many women tell you, oh, the Most High is not. No, baby. That Hebrew Israelite cult is something very, very, very dangerous for women, one, but for black women, absolutely detrimental. This is coming from somebody who was in that shit for 8 years. GOCC, Gathering of Christ Church specifically. And they ain't the only ones. It's a bunch of different ones. Like, stay away from that shit. If you want to follow the Bible, follow the Bible. If you want a relationship with God, have a relationship with God. Stay away from them cults. And I'm going to give y'all a prime example of what I mean when I say they hate black women. They'll use that scripture in Isaiah that says the daughters of Zion are haughty to say that black women's hair can't grow. And that.
Alright, so, yeah, I don't understand the second part to it. I don't understand. I get it. I do get it, but I mean, like, I don't understand, like, whatever. Like, that's not important. The main thing is, you know, how there are Israelite. The main thing I'm going to be going into is how there are camps that are basically mimicking in some shape or fashion the Christian church. And what I mean by that is there are certain I guess, you know, practices that the Christian church does that they adopted themselves, even though the scriptures speak against it. So firstly, let's get into this. Matthew chapter 23 verse 10. But be not ye called rabbi, for one is your master, even a Mashiach, and all ye are brethren. And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. Well, actually, let me just start with these first two. And it comes in the form of basically like someone that is, I guess, above you, and in terms of like rank. All right, you have to understand the rank of it. All right, now there's a difference when we talk about elders. All right, and asking elders for, you know, advice and stuff like that. Which, even if you even think about it, which I just thought about it right now. What's his name? Let me actually get the exact precept. What does the Lord say about this time, or whatever? And they would always have to ask Moses about it. If not, they would just go off. All right. So basically, what happened was that I think either Moses went to his adoptive father, or no, not his adoptive father, his father-in-law, to his wife's father, biological father, or he had went to the Lord. I forgot which one. And basically the advice that was given to him was Numbers chapter 11 verse 13. When should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat. I'm not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, and if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. So Slakia, he spoke to Yahawadah, not his father-in-law. Verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the Spirit which is upon thee, and will put upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bearest not thyself alone. So this is the context, as well as the understanding that there are some instances where there are going to be some times where you might need some help or guidance from someone, all right, but at the same time you have to understand, like, there's no what's the word, like, past, like, religious, quote unquote, religious leader, all right, that is like the end all be all, or the one that tells you what to do in every facet of your life, or your owner, or anything like that. The only owner, as Matthew 23 says, okay, is, or the master is YAHAWASHI, or Yahawah, all right. And this is where you have these people that are, like, for example, IUIC, and I guess by extension GOCC, as she had stated, that are, telling people exactly what to do. Like, oh, go and get a marriage document, go and change your name legally to your Hebrew name or whatever. Don't say the name, and all this stuff, all these nitpicks in your lives, all right. So yeah, that's again, as I said before, it's off. And also, Slakia, you also have the Christian church, as well as these groups, running up people's pockets as well. All right, so let's continue in Matthew chapter 23 verse 10. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Hamashiach, but he that is greatest among you shall be your servant, and whosoever shall exalt him shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So again, this also goes into remembering, and I guess remembering your place sounds harsh, but ultimately, yes, I guess if you could call it remembering your place, and understanding that we are but lowly, and all basically, for the most part, peers one another, and the only person, or the only people, or not even people, the only ones that have authority over us are YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. And while yes, I did say you can get some advice, that is a thing. You can get advice from elders, and sometimes even younger people. It's just knowing who has your best interest in mind, as well as who can actually give you sound advice. All right, because your age does not dictate if you are wiser than someone else. Okay, and especially in Babylon, where you have a lot of older people whom what I like to call retarded. Okay, so Proverbs chapter 15 verse 10, correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. So, and that's the thing. This is what we need to remember. We have to be able to be humble and accept when someone is trying to correct us. Okay, but that is another thing. You have a lot of people that are too dead set on their ways, and they do not want to hear correction. They don't want to hear someone, that's another thing. I've noticed with that whole with a whole big ish problem of in having a whole bunch of Jakes having inferiority complexes. They don't want to have another Jake tell them what to do. All right, so right then, even if someone's giving them sound advice, they will disregard it because it's coming from a Jake or someone younger than them or whatever. All right, so Matthew chapter 20 verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many shall be called, but few chosen. And that's another thing. The people that humble themselves down and allow YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI to exalt them, because there is going to be a hierarchy, as well as it's like a hierarchy in the kingdom of heaven, not just among heathen and Israelites, but also amongst Israelites, where those that are, more humble slash did more of the work of the Lord are going to be rewarded more compared to someone who was a slacker and whatnot. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I could just want to once again, display and show, the hierarchy and the understanding of said hierarchy, and that it's not as simple as, you have to do everything that some quote-unquote religious leader says. All right. Also, I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description so you can see it yourself. See it yourself, because it is another topic that I think is good to know as well. So with that, I pray this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, abad and shalom.